like you really know me. Maybe take a picture, take a couple, guess it's free. I don't wanna give another guarantee. Look me in the eyes right now, run away with me, or to a place that you thought you never.
Away from home, time to ponder in the fields around me, where there's nothing but the breeze and the great unknown. Leave your worries and your suitcase. All you don't need, nothing but you.
Sue Ellen runs on goals. Keyword runs.
To be able to say, hey, if I can, train this much, I can do this run or that race.
When the once active athlete got her leg amputated just over a year ago.
Grit, grace, and courage. And then I have 4 or 5 hearts.
Due to an autoimmune disorder that was triggered by COVID, one of her main goals was to work her way up to completing a race. In March, she ran her first 5K as an amputee. She then finished the Monument 10K race in April.
The crowds on the Richmond is great. So when you're running the 10K, people were cheering you on and just impressed that what I was doing on a leg in 6 months.
The next goal, perhaps even more impressive. Sue Ellen moved her way through a Spartan, which is a complex race, including a series of obstacles.
It was crazy to do rope climbs and things and try and figure out how to do it as an amputee, so it took time and to do some of the obstacles.
And now she's gearing up to complete the Richmond Half Marathon.
I've looked at the route, and it's in through Bryan Park, which is hilly. So for me, training here on the Capitol Trail, I'll do, I try to run at least 2 to 3 times a week.
Practicing with her dog Miller by her side.
You want a cookie?
And motivated by beer and her friends at Sportable, she's taking on the race with a simple goal: to finish.
I'm not looking to win anything, I'm looking to complete it and to complete the goals that you set.
And for someone who is so goal-oriented, Sue Ellen has this advice if you want to accomplish something big.
I say just don't lose sight of it. Set yourself a goal, but make sure it's realistic, but also keep going for it. You can't stop.
On your side, Emily Yinger, NBC 12 News. Well, eggs are in lots of the products sold here at Montana Gold's Bread. Take this challah bread, for example, which lists eggs as one of the main ingredients. Store owner Rich Lovick tells me that the price he's paying for eggs is now 2 to 3 times more than what he was paying last year.
If you want a real cookie, you got to use real eggs.
Lovick says he started noticing those egg prices going up about a month ago.
Like the eggs are fairly recent. We try to absorb cost increases where we can. But I mean, are they going to get chickens laying eggs again soon? I mean, I don't know. Nobody knows.
Montana Gold's Bread says they're not raising prices just yet. They're able to cover the cost difference for now so customers don't have to. But as a local business who's already dealing with the economic problems that have come over the past 2 years, it's hitting them hard.
Butter went sky high. Let's see, wheat, and wheat flours are very hard to get. Over the past year or two, we've had to raise prices more than we've had ever.
On grocery store shelves, eggs sold for an average cost of about $3.59 in November. I checked out egg prices at some of the grocery stores in Carytown. At Kroger, a dozen eggs cost $3.69. Publix price was set at $5.29, and Elwood Thompson's had a dozen eggs selling for $6.59. Some of the reasons egg prices keep going up is because poultry farmers are still dealing with the fallout of bird flu, as well as high feed prices and labor costs. But egg experts say buying those eggs could still be worth it.
When you think about who you can feed with a dozen eggs and for what price, that's healthy protein for omelets for 6 people.
Still, if you can't afford those rising costs, vegan bakers at Minglewood Bake Shop say there are some alternatives you can use.
We use baking soda and vinegar, which is our very inexpensive and easily accessible ingredients. That's what goes into our cakes. We also use applesauce and flaxseed or mashed banana that goes into our coffee cake and anything else that may traditionally require an egg.
And the Virginia Poultry Federation told me that they're not sure when those egg prices might come down. On your side, Emily Yinger, NBC 12 News. At Winds of Change Wellness, the horses aren't for riding.
This particular program is ground only, I have 9 horses out here. They're just like us. Their personalities are very different. People come out, they're very soothing to be around.
Clients with trauma backgrounds, everything ranging from sexual abuse to eating disorders, rely on the program to regain control over their bodies and lives.
The equine is very important. They can get in and help a person start to breathe again. So often with trauma history, we shut down emotionally and we don't even realize we're breathing very shallowly.
Exercises like grooming, feeding, and energy work are meant to help teach people big lessons about life, like healthy boundaries, control, kindness, and finding an inner calmness.
They teach us how to plug in with ourselves and to get a better sense of who we are and to hold space in a very non-threatening way. Even though these horses are up around, I have horses out here between 850 pounds to 1,100. They're large animals. They're brave, they're strong, they're grounded, they're loving, and they accept people for where they are.
And the horses that are part of the program aren't like other horses. Many of them are rescues and come from backgrounds of abuse and trauma themselves, something that Darla believes is instrumental in helping people through their healing journey.
They already know what trauma is about, and they're able to plug in and relate, I think, much more easily to clients. And I gauge how ready the horses are to engage with people.
Darla says if you're interested in being part of the program, you can reach out to her directly. She wants to help as many people as possible.
The thing that motivates me is seeing people heal, is holding space for people to experience their own healing.
On your side, Emily Yinger, NBC 12 News.